American Eskimos versus Samoyeds. They both look alike, but what's the difference between the two breeds? Up next on Yeti's Place. To find the best tips and tricks for owning a Samoyed, continue watching, subscribe, and click the bell notification so you won't miss anything. Yeti got his Bullymake box. We're gonna unwrap it while we're sitting here talking. So Bullymake makes a lot of really great dog treats for your dog that your dog absolutely goes crazy over. And they also do some hard, sturdy toys for those really strong, super tough chewers like Yeti. This acorn has a hole in the bottom so that you can stick treats so that when your dog is working on it, the treats will fall out and your dog will be left really happy. Both Samoyeds and American Eskimos are both Spitz breed dogs. Samoyeds, like Yeti, are members of the working dog group, and American Eskimos are members of the non-sporting dog group. Let me get these open, okay? These are Bullymake leaf treats. American Eskimos have oil on their fur, and Samoyeds do not have oil on their fur, which makes a Samoyed a good fit for you if you have dog fur allergies. Although a Samoyed and American Eskimo, because of the long fur, everything gets trapped in their fur. So even though you might not be allergic to a Samoyed because Samoyeds don't have oil in their coats versus American Eskimos who do have a little bit of oil in their coat, because everything gets stuck on their fur, you'll probably get allergies acting up. Because this fur is really long, it's super thick, it's heavy duty. These treats are called turkey berry bites, and they are little turkey sticks. And these are drummies. I bet they're like turkey drumsticks. Sweetie, you drooled all over my foot. Yuck. Neither dog should be left by themselves in your yard, because Samoyeds, when they are bored, they dig. And they dig giant holes really quickly. And they bark a lot to get your attention. They can be a nuisance for neighbors to listen to. Because a Samoyed, when they want something, they let everyone know that they need that thing right now. Both breeds of dogs have to be with their people. They're not meant to live outside on their own. American Eskimos slow down a little bit once they hit middle age. A Samoyed never slows down. They are active, crazy dogs until, well, with Chewy, my first Samoyed, he was active and crazy until 2 weeks before he passed away. Yeti has just been waiting and waiting like crazy for me to open his Bullymake box with him. He loves Bullymake boxes. And you too would like a Bullymake box for your dog, because your dog will just go crazy over these treats. Additionally, the toys are made really strong and super sturdy, heavy duty for your strong, powerful chewer like Yeti. The link is in the description box below. American Eskimos are attached to one person. When I was young, I had an American Eskimo. His name was Muppet, and Muppet loved my mom. Me, he didn't really care too much for me, and he got mad at me a few times because Muppet was more attached to just that one person. Yeti and all the Samoyeds that I've known love everyone. They want to be with people wherever they are. American Eskimos would be good if you're a single person, or if you like the beauty of a Samoyed but just can't deal with the size of a Samoyed. An American Eskimo is about half as big as Yeti. Good dogs for just one person. Training is difficult with a Samoyed because a Samoyed likes to do what they want to do. They also really like treats. They like attention. So if you get that figured out, then maybe you'd have some luck with training a Samoyed. American Eskimos are easier to train, and they're much easier to groom. I used to groom Muppet every single day, and it wouldn't take me too long to groom him because Muppet was half the size of Yeti, so it's a smaller dog to groom, and Muppet used to enjoy being groomed so much. He would roll over onto his back and stick his forepaws up in the air and let me just groom his belly when I'd ask him to roll over so I could groom the rest of him. Muppet would roll over for like 2 minutes and then he'd roll back onto his back for me to brush more of his belly. He loved getting the belly brushed. Yeti, it takes me a long time to groom him because he's double the size, and Yeti isn't always patient because he has better things to do than being groomed. American Eskimos learn best by watching other dogs do tricks, and they learn pretty quickly, and they're obedient. Samoyeds, not so much with the obedience. American Eskimos had been used in vaudeville events and also in the circus because they are so easily trainable. A Samoyed, no. But if you had treats, well then they might do well for a little bit. And then after a while they'd wander away because they want to do their own thing. American Eskimos are fantastic watchdogs. Muppet, my old American Eskimo, whenever we would have visitors come over, visitors, friends, Muppet did not like my friends at all. He didn't like boyfriends. He did not like my brother's girlfriends. He didn't like anyone other than the family. Muppet would go crazy. He would attack the door. He would jump at the windows. He was a crazy dog. We had to always put Muppet in his crate whenever a visitor would come over because Muppet just was crazy. With Yeti or with any other Samoyed, Samoyeds are super, super friendly dogs. They run up to the person quietly and they lick them and hug them and pay all types of attention to them, and then they bark at the people, asking them, play with me, come on, play with, oops, I dropped that, sweetie. American Eskimos are very loyal dogs to one person. As I stated previously, Muppet loved my mom. The rest of us kind of would pay attention to occasionally. When I would get the dog brush out, Muppet would come racing to me and he'd be my best friend while I was brushing him. The moment I stopped brushing him, Muppet would go back over to Mom and pay all types of attention to Mom. Very one-person oriented dogs. American Eskimos originated in Germany. They're also known as the German Spitz dog. Samoyeds originated in Siberia, hanging out with the Siberian people, or hanging out with the Samoyed people, who were a nomadic tribe of Siberia, living inside with their owners, and then hanging out outside being good reindeer dogs, reindeer herders, and sled pullers. Now, due to World War II, the German Spitz dogs, the American Eskimo, came over to America. Once they came over to America, their name was changed to the American Eskimo. They were recognized by the American Kennel Club in 1919 as being the American Eskimo. Both are very vocal dogs, but for totally different reasons. Yeti, and Samoyeds in general, they bark all the time because they want things. Like Yeti barks at me because, Mom, let's go film YouTube. Mom, I have to go outside and go potty. Mom, play fetch with me. Mom, I want treats. Mom, you have to do this for me. Mom. They're very demanding dogs because they want things. But they're not mean dogs at all. So their bark is never ever a mean bark. It's always a, well, I want something, so therefore I'm going to talk, and I'm going to talk a lot. You may have seen Big B and Quimby on previous videos of ours. Big B is like the first quiet Samoyed that I've ever known in my life. Big B doesn't bark very much. When he barks though, you pay attention to him. Sweetie, you're gonna finish all these treats. These treats are really good treats this month, aren't they? So American Eskimos bark because they're guarding something. Like Muppet used to bark a lot because, well, visitors would come over and Muppet had to protect his family from the visitors because, oh my goodness, those visitors, they could be mean visitors. So Muppet had to protect us from our friends. Yeti and Quimby and Big B, they bark at people when they come over because, well, you guys want to play with me. You want to play with me? Do you want to pet me? Can you get me a treat? Give me a toy. I want to play fetch. Come on, play. That's why the Samoyed barks. Samoyeds also bark because they like belly rubs. Okay, sweetie, can you roll over? Roll over. If you have an American Eskimo, you have to be observant with them around small children, because an American Eskimo can get nippy sometimes. So you want to pay good close attention to an American Eskimo around children, because children sometimes pull on their fur, They sometimes wrestle around with an American Eskimo. American Eskimos don't have any patience at all for that. Yeti could care less what a child does to him. Children could crawl all over him. Children can pull his fur. Children can throw tennis balls and things all over the place for Yeti, and Yeti would just love that. Yeti likes small children. He likes big people too. Both breeds of dogs need daily brushing or very, very close to daily brushing. Muppet's fur would be as thick and as long as Yeti's, and it would get tangled really easily. So I used to brush Muppet every day. Both dogs are epic shedders. They shed 365 days a year. On leap years, it is 366 days a year. Yeah, you shed a lot. Samoyeds, of course, they shed more because they're bigger dogs and there's more floof to them. Muppet used to shed in single strands of fur a lot. There'd be single strands hanging out all over the place. Samoyeds shed in clumps. Oh yeah, you belly rub on the Yeti. Oh yeah, belly rub. So Casey Viking, look at what Yeti likes. He likes his belly rub. Casey Viking is one of Yeti's fans, and he always tells me, give Yeti a good belly rub from me. So Casey Viking, this is from you. If you want more tips and tricks for owning a Samoyed, be sure to check out more of our videos. Thanks for watching.